Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Craig Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. And checking out some numbers for LeBron James.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the guard position. And for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner up front. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, then it's McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Now here's Turner after the Marcus Olness to the inside. And there's Brogdon on the assist by Turner.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Now Schroeder, he's coming off a 28-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Brogdon outside. Pass to Turner. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
Yeah, for sure. This is a team that feels like they should never be swept in the season series by anyone, but especially when it comes to one of the heavy hitters from the other conference.
And you can't make many mistakes when guarding Brogdon, or he'll unleash his size and strength in full throttle.
James looking around. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got his second basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Holiday, no one around him. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Have to at least honor Holiday's three-pointer. I mean, he's very capable of draining it from there.
LeBron outside. Morris trying to free himself up. James, no good.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing. If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They lead by 4. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
They just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the basket by Sabonis.
And see what Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now, and that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
First free throw is good.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Sabonis. Lamb comes in for Doug McDermott. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. He hits both from the stripe.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
McConnell passes to Sampson. McConnell with it. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Horton Tucker. Sampson pulls it in.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Caldwell Pope against Holiday. Down low. Here's Turner. Rebounded by the Lakers. And here's the fast break. Here's Caldwell Pope. That's tipped.
Oh, the length and land. That is coming into play. He uses it well to block that shot.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
.151 left to play here in the first. And the pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Harrell. Turner covering. 6 to shoot. Harrell kicks to Caldwell Pope. Over Holiday. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. So the wing on the left. McConnell passes to Holiday. Outside, Lamb. And it's good for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Kuzma outside. Floats one up. Here's Harrell. Good work defensively by Turner.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And Lamb kicks to McConnell. Passes it to Holiday. Indiana moving it around. Turner looking around. Pass to Sampson. On the wing, Holiday. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Here's McConnell. We saw him with 10 points last game. It's tipped.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
And so it's Indiana with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive he is. I mean, I don't need somebody to bang his chest or like scream or like be one of those guys to know if you're competitive or not. Like, I think that's the way he is, and I respect that. And he's actually a really good, teammate and vocal and speaks when he needs to speak.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
They've got Turner. T.J. McConnell is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kuzma.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
McConnell finds Lamb to the middle. Here's Sampson, guarded by Kuzma. McConnell with it, with the fadeaway. Kuzma pulls it in. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Horton Tucker's shot is off. Pacers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And Lamb kicks to McConnell. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Doug McDermott comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Justin Holiday's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for TJ McConnell. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Outside Holiday. Here's the floater. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Gasol's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pacers trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brogdon outside. They need this one. Pass to Sabonis. It's stolen by Morris. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Pacers shooting around 41% on the night. There's Sabonis. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
Here's Turner after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. That one falls. Brogdon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Underrated as an athlete. Brogdon's speed helps him get to where he wants to be.
Horton Tucker, the pass to LeBron. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the leaderboard with some point guards who have been getting their hands dirty in the paint lately. Let's take a look at the top rebounding 1 guards of the last 10 games. 5th on the list, Malcolm Brogdon.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Yeah, these guys have that same nose for the ball. These are some scrappy players. They can hold their own in the paint with anyone.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. Pacers trail by 3. A shot by Brogdon, wide open. It's rebounded by Gasol.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
James. That one, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Holiday against Caldwell-Pope. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. For the finish. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
And there's the pass to Sabonis. Schroeder against Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. And a Great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent touch on the catch and shoot. Sabonis wants to help his team space the floor.
LeBron passes to Gasol, and it's sent back by Turner. Morris with the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
35 seconds left to play in the first half. Brogdon against Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Schroeder against Brogdon. Sabonis, high post. Outside Holiday. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holiday's got 6.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. He's been a different player than he was their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, let's give it up. Let's give it up. How many times have you seen him as his team focal? It's amazing what he does, and he continues to do it in this strong lead.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
I think they let the game come to them. But they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I like to see them press to action a little bit more.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pacers trail by 5. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the one. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Brogdon looking it over. He's off on that one. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. Buries it down low. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Shot's good by Turner.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And finished off by LeBron.
Whether he's driving, posting up, firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. It's been a fantastic evening for him.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. Fires the three. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
Now here's LeBron, 15 points in the game. And there's Schroeder, that's good. The assist by LeBron. And it's an 11-point Laker lead. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Indiana making some changes. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Doug McDermott. Aaron Holiday comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Lakers also making some changes. Horton Tucker's checked in, and it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. With the floater, that one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from McConnell. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Passes it to Horton Tucker. Now Morris. He's covered by McConnell. Poked loose and stolen by McConnell. Now the Pacers moving it up. The wide open look here for Holiday. No good on the three.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Horton Tucker's shot is off.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Let's a floater go. Lakers leading by 9. 16 feet away. Second chance effort. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
Wow. Morris is a physical guy. Solid at staying active on the boards and gobbling up these rebounds.
Here's Sabonis. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Horton Tucker. Unable to get that one. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Inside, Turner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
The Pacers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Pacers. Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Morris. And that one falls for Turner.
Drafted 11th overall back in 2014. Miles Turner is a premier defensive player, leading the league in blocks in 2018.
Here's Caruso, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Schroeder. No good there with the step-back J. Pacers trail by 8. Holiday left side. Shoots over Schroeder. Indiana again missing.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
And the shot goes in.
Now, that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Now, here's McConnell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Sabonis. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Now, here's McConnell following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Indiana moving it around. Outside Holiday. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Sabonis, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer hits the three-point bomb. McConnell's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Yep, it counts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Holiday. Lets it go with a 3. Horton Tucker with the rebound.
Old quarter for him, ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench will give him a spark.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
Here's Sabonis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sabonis has got 8.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Lakers ahead, up by 9. And we'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Los Angeles leading by 9. McDermott is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Brogdon outside. Back to Holiday. Pass to Sabonis. Unloads from 9. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Outside Lamb. The triple. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Lakers leading by 9. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and that one hits back iron. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Lamb, here we go. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Greg, good to see Jeremy Lamb back on the floor after his injury. He can still be a productive wing, you think, off the bench for this team.
No doubt about it. More of a finisher for this team. Lamb shouldn't have any lingering effects coming off that ACL. His game's diverse enough to get shots anywhere in the half court, and he'll continue to be a productive player for the foreseeable future.
And the first one drops.
And the key piece in one of the biggest NBA trades over the past few years. Lamb was sent by the Rockets to the Thunder in exchange for James Harden. That was a major trade.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And Lamb drops them both. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Right side Gasol over Sabonis. And again, no good by the Lakers.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Now, here's Brogdon. Back to Sabonis. Brogdon against Schroeder. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. And Gasol sends it back.
Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both teams.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. It certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA, in basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 rebounds in this game. James finds Caldwell Pope. Now here's Gasol. It's good. Gasol's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Brogdon. This one for 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Sabonis against Gasol. They need this. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Marc Gasol.
And with Sabonis, as his minutes have increased, so has his production. The future is bright for this young man.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now here's James. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 14. Here's McDermott. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, there have been a lot of brother acts in NBA history when you think about it. But the Gasol brothers, I mean, Mark and his older brother, Powell, I mean, they have to be among the best combos ever.
So he gets them both. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 16. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dennis Schroeder.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for. Now, here's Brogdon. There's the pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They lead by 14. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Brogdon against Schroeder. James in the post, and he banks in the layup.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge
huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
McDermott can't get it to go. And so it's the Lakers with it. Schroeder surveying the floor. James left side. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for James. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Passes to Sumner. Here's Bitadze. And it's Martin penetrating. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, we appreciate all the work you put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.